lot of fast movement. You get to see a high level of athleticism. Oftentimes their cardio is the best. Coming out swinging, though, is Isaac Meadows. Caught him there. And this is what we're talking about.
Is that a slip or a knockdown, Charles?
That was a knockdown before I could even get my headset on.
You're right. That absolutely is a knockdown. And here we're seeing that experience advantage. Isaac put it on Jarrid, and he wasn't quite ready for what's to come. He's leaving his head on the inside, and that's opening him up to a lot of punishment. Those are hard elbows, and those hurt.
Those hurt. Got to watch the 12-6, but those look like at a good angle, a legal angle anyway, not good necessarily if you're
on the receiving end.
Yes.
An excellent counter wrestling from Isaac. You know, Jarrid had his hands collapsed, and he was able to get out of it. And it looks like he's taking him for a ride here. But whizzing down, Isaac's able to get back up, and here we go, chain wrestling. This is what we were talking about before the fight. Isaac was able to put his back to the cage and stand back up.
Exactly, beautiful job. Neither fighter seeming to have a huge strength advantage yet. Of course, if Isaac has to carry Jarrid around for a whole round, that might change.
So both fighters making their CageZilla debut tonight.
You know, and we just saw something very interesting there. When Isaac had the whizzer and he whizzered down and forced Jarrid to get back to his knees, he started throwing punches. That's fighting. That's something you get the more you train, and that's an experience asset.
Good takedown by Bosque.
Nice takedown. Good position work, too, by Meadows underneath. Meadows, of course, trained by former organization champion Jeremy Whitmore. Used to hold a strap around here.
Now, Isaac has his hooks in. Jarrid, he looked to pass actually the wrong way. If he had gone the other way, he would have been able to slide into side control. He's now stuck in half, but he does have Isaac up against the cage with his neck and shoulders above the mat. That's a really uncomfortable position. That's called, it's like a cheese grater. You know, you're being forced one way, and you don't have, excellent reversal.
Oh, what a reversal.
He must have heard me talking.
Let's see if,
posturing up and raining down.
And much more serious ground and pound from Meadows.
Bosque did not like that one bit and was able to get out and get back to his feet.
You know, I know there's some ghosts of the past that still come by the gym in Harrisonburg, guys like Kyle Baker, Bo Baker, their kind of thing. That sort of ground and pound and that sort of wrestling.
Got the double. Bosque able to take Meadows down once again, and now he's starting to land some punches after the takedown.
You know, and Jarrid was able to hold on to rear naked choke attempt. Jarrid
got one hook in.
2-on-1, beautiful defense by Meadows.
That's right. Meadows looks like he's going to be able to turn in here. He needs to grab the leg and shoot his other shoulder out from that spot. Look from the roll right here.
What a fight, fellas.
So
Chris,
far, so good.
Charles, how do you score that? I mean, talk about technical, talk about fun to watch, talk about competitive.
You know, I give the first round to Isaac, but I'll be honest, I didn't even hear the bell. I was just focused on the movement that was going on.
I'm with you.
Well, nothing but takedowns and then reversals. So, yeah, hard fight to score so far.
Fantastically matched. Kudos to the matchmaker.
Absolutely. You know, very different to call all of the constant transitions, all the constant reversals that are going on there. They're doing it at a fast pace. They're not making our job easy.
No, not at all. Both fighters look like neither one looks too gassed. Look like they're in pretty good shape. So expect more intensity coming out in the second round here.
Another nice thing about the lower weight classes is Matt Goodhart's getting the seconds out in a hurry. Be interesting to see. I'd like to see Bosque use his jiu-jitsu more if he can. I mean, Meadows' defense was tight.
Yeah, and you know, Bosque coming out now, he had that first round, he got it out of the way, he dealt with that pressure, he dealt with that emotion. Let's see if he can change it up a little bit here and get comfortable.
Oh, beautiful. Lightning fast by Jarrid
defense.
Bosque.
Great takedown defense.
Beautiful, well defended. Right back in again and gets it the second time around.
Yeah,
and look at the guard pull from Meadows.
Yep.
You know, one of the nice things about that was Jarrid set up the takedown. He realized that the normal shots weren't working. He threw the overhand right, changed levels, came under the counter, and he was able to get the takedown. That's what we need to see from him. You know, a wrestler like Isaac is going to be able to defend a straight blast double. But when you get his hands up, you get his eyes up, he's going to change levels and make you work.
And something we haven't seen from Bosque so far is a violent ground and pound game.
Exactly.
That's right.
And part of that is because it's being neutralized by Meadows. Meadows is doing a great job tying him up right now and not allowing Bosque to rain down any punches. So
he was working the head and arm choke from the bottom. Unfortunately, it's so difficult to do without the leverage needed.
Exactly.
You can't extend your back. You can't get your hips into it. So Bosque was able to eventually work his way out.
But made Bosque work to get out.
Yes, absolutely.
And also, just to contrast the ground and pound, so far Meadows' ground and pound is fantastic.
yeah, when he's on top. So right, he's been on the bottom quite a bit here so far. But great reversal once again. Neither fighter spending much time on their back at all.
It is fantastic to hear this CageZilla crowd appreciate this technical fight.
Jarrid was able to work him out there.
Oh my
goodness.
Reversal.
Unbelievable.
Isaac was riding high. He wasn't able to get his hooks in. And even though he went for the rear naked choke, Jarrid, using his experience in jiu-jitsu, he's been in that position, stayed calm, realized that if he got the hooks in, Meadows would be able to finish the choke, and he didn't let that happen.
So there's some efficient ground and pound.
That's what we were
Bosque.
looking for. Exactly. That is exactly what we were looking for.
I think Meadows did a good job using his feet against the cage.
Looking at a reverse triangle.
Yep.
A lot of space, however.
Yeah.
Isaac's doing the right thing. Hold on to that foot, pushing it forward, and that's going to prevent him from squeezing, and now he's out.
And in top position.
Taking his back now. Again, no hooks, and riding high.
Yep, and he's going to get flipped right off.
Yeah, this is the same thing we just saw, but this time he was able to control a little bit more.
Unbelievable seesaw
Excellent
battle.
Reversal. Excellent reversal by Jarrid.
And Bosque being a lot more efficient with the ground and pound. Picking his spots.
Big shots landing.
Yeah, that first one that I don't know if you guys saw from your angle, that was a big shot to the back of the head that the referee missed.
Matt Goodhart missed it.
10 seconds.
Folks, if you're watching and you're wondering what a blow to the back of the head is, think of wearing headphones. If it's behind the headphones, the back half of your head, it's illegal. What a round.
I tell you, I got to give that one to Bosque. He did a great job on that one. That round, I have it even so far. Meadows got the first one for me, and Bosque got the second one. But what do you guys think?
For me, it's an early fight of the night candidate. Charles, what do you think?
No, I couldn't agree more, Chris. Isaac definitely had that first round, used his experience, controlled the pace, but Jarrid really made it count. He reversed him, he finished on top, and he was relentless. When he got himself in bad positions, he stayed calm, which is a lot of experience. That takes time for a lot of guys not to freak out. And even though it's his debut fight, he worked to his training, he listened to his instincts, and he got out of those bad spots.
Yeah, and I don't know if Bosque heard us talking about him over here, but he definitely turned up the ground and pound at the end there.
That's right, that's right.
Oh, fellas, we're in for a treat. They're doing this again. We get a third round.
The third and final.
Yeah.
Good gyms, good corners.
Can't wait to see this round.
Big right hand landed. And again, use the right hand, set up the takedown.
Beautiful. Hand switches to side control.
Bosque doing a beautiful job of using every single second of the round.
Trying to kick that left leg. Going
for the armbar.
Oh, going for it.
Sweet transition.
Sweet transition, and that is nasty.
Now Jarrid needs to get that arm out of the way. He still can get it. Isaac is not out of danger yet. Jarrid needs to create space. He needs to break that grip by putting his right foot on that hand and exploding out. That's going to break Isaac's grip and allow him to extend for the finish.
Beautiful job. Beautiful job by Meadows.
And huge hammer fist.
Making him pay for it.
Oh, he's got his hooks in now.
He does.
Almost working the figure four body lock.
Looks like he's got a neck crank or a face crank going right now. He doesn't have his forearm under the chin.
You're absolutely right. Jarrid needs to grab the hand and pull it down to create some space, and he's out of it.
Well, that was also a good job by Meadows of letting that go, knowing he didn't have it. He's like, I'm not going to burn my arms out trying to get a choke that I don't really have.
Yeah, but he got reversed. Little illegal coaching going on behind us over here.
Katawi on top of things as usual.
Nice pass from Jarrid.
And
Regaining control.
Yeah, and here's Bosque right back on top. How many position switches, Charles, have we seen?
Oh, too many. Jarrid now's got knee on the belt. He might consider just hanging out in mount and working the ground and pound, and that's what we're going to see.
Nice.
He transitioned to the back and dragged him backwards. Now, Isaac needs to get his back to the mat. He's got to kind of scoot his hips and get away from that choke arm.
Yeah, it looked like he went kind of into a turtle to avoid taking too much ground and pound.
Meadows doing a great job.
Cut out for him.
He's doing a great job hand fighting right there, fighting off the choke.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, and you know, Isaac's going to be relentless. You know he has that jiu-jitsu skill, but I'm sorry, Jarrid's going to be relentless with his jiu-jitsu, but Isaac's doing excellent defense right now. Controlling the arm, beautiful switch.
Look at another reversal.
Unbelievable.
Gentlemen.
He's got to watch out for the omoplata.
Where did these two come from?
Oh, big hammer fist coming down right now.
He's trying to make some space. Those hammer fists are not fun.
Good opportunity here for a, well, maybe not.
So Isaac has an omoplata set up.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Right, Chris, but there's not a lot of room for him to move.
No.
Yep.
He needs, you know, Jarrid, there it is. Jarrid was able to get out.
I was going to say he's going for an omoplata, but I thought he was going to be able to slip out of it a lot faster than that.
Yeah, the cage really benefited Jarrid there because Isaac was not able to roll him like normal. He had no room to move.
Absolutely.
So Jarrid was able to just go around the outside, staying calm, which again, we can't talk about enough, and finish the fight on top.
And what a fight it was.
Unbelievable.
As they help each other up and hug it out.
Guys, I want to remind the fans at home, this was a record of 0-0 versus 0-1-1, and they did not look like it one bit.
No, that was as good as some pro fights I've seen.
Unbelievable.
That was fantastic.
Very, very technical ground game by both fighters.
And not only was it very athletic and a lot of strong offense, we also got to see a very high level of defense and reversals that you don't typically see at this level. Guys learn offense before they learn defense. That's why certain styles take so long to master. Yep. And we got to see a lot of reversals tonight.
And lucky for us, we don't have to score it.
And once again, I'm walking into the cage with no idea whose name I'm about to say.
Holy smokes, we got to see it from the best seats of the house, Charles, and we don't have to score it.
Yeah, no pressure on our part. Just telling you how wild this is happening.
Fantastic. And once again, kudos to the matchmakers for CageZilla, because putting these two guys in the cage, you did the whole martial arts community up here a favor.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot to be proud of here. You got both corners talking. You know, everybody's looking pretty happy. There's a lot of positives on both sides. These guys just picked up a lot of skills and experience in that one fight.
Absolutely. Heck, I learned stuff watching that fight. Let's hear what Chris has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for both these warriors putting on a great show? All right, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. All 3 judges score the fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Jarrid Bosque!
Charles can't argue with that. He was definitely more aggressive on the ground. I would give Meadows the advantage in the ground and pound, but boy, he was always countering what Bosque was doing.
Yeah, and you know, Jarrid was able to come off of that tough first round where he looked like he was overwhelmed. You know, and this is what we were talking about. He realized he got himself into a fight, and then he came back strong, did what he needed to do, and he set up his wrestling. You know, he threw that right hand the second round. It didn't land, but it got Meadows' guard up. He got the takedown, and then the fight, the rest of the fight was on the ground. In the third round, he landed that right hand, which rocked Isaac, and then again, he was able to move into much more time.